Hipsters, Whovians, feminists, atheists, yuppies, hippies, boomers, queers, creationists, punks, goths, trekkies, geeks, nerds, preps, jocks, bikers, skaters, hackers, gamers, preppies, metalheads, furries, biters, nerdfighters, beard lovers, and believers. You're doing it wrong! Hello everybody and happy Friday. Don't run for the unsubscribe button, let me explain myself first. So a video popped into my YouTube feed as I was wrapping up another script. It's another becoming YouTube video and it's all about Nerdfighters! But be warned, it's not all Assio, Deathly Hallows, and don't forget to be awesome. By the way, have we ever considered what a weird sign this is? It's like you caught a Vulcan half naked, except Vulcans don't express emotion. That's a terrible example. Okay, so maybe it's like you find a Vulcan who was half naked and suffering from Ben-Dye syndrome, so he was embarrassed but still wanted you to prosper and live for a long time, which is ironic because given that condition, he's clearly at the end of his life. Right, Fandoms. So Ben's attitude here is mostly that Fandoms were bad, okay? That while they offer a haven for people who struggle to interact with the world, they can end up actually glorifying those problems and in the worst case lead to xenophobia. Xenophobia is an intense hatred or dislike of people from other countries, but it can also refer to the way that subcultures can discriminate against people from the outgroup. But why should we listen to these British YouTubers? I mean, with their tea and their conversational tone, and they don't even use jump cuts. I bet they don't even have a gang sign, or at best it's something like, cheerio! And so, as yet unnamed subscribers, I don't think we should put up with this anymore. I think it is time for us to take action. And so I want every single one of you to rise up and listen to what they've got to say. Because he's right, there are some things that we glorify like fan loyalty or patriotism or cultural pride that can bring out the absolute worst in people. It can give us a way to justify our own actions because the people in our echo chamber happen to agree with us. And this is a very dangerous idea. This is not the greatest country on earth. People of your religious background aren't inherently better. Trekkies are not Trekkies are not more sophisticated than Star Wars fans. And while I don't think any of these subcultures were created with that in mind, it's impossible for any one person to determine where that community evolved. We see this in the US, where if you label yourself as a Republican or a Democrat, people assume that they already know your stance on abortion and healthcare and gun control. The problem with becoming too closely associated with a subculture is that it allows you to outsource your decisions to the majority, it allows other people to infer your attitudes based on a label, and it provides endorsement for other people who do things under the label that you might not agree with. Now, it's important that these subcultures exist. In parts of the world, anti-gay sentiment is so strong that the ability for gay people to identify with others in the queer community has absolutely saved lives. And these subcultures can do amazing things. The Project for Awesome, women's rights. Trekkie saved the original series from likely cancellation after the second season. Ultimately, this comes down to a matter of words. Words are incredibly powerful. If you decide to label yourself as a nerdfighter, you have to understand that people will view your actions as a reflection on the community. But also you have to understand that if you truly identify with a subculture, if you are a nerdfighter at the very core of your being, you're not a being. You're a number. I am a nerdfighter and a feminist and a queer and a biter in the sense that I appreciate the things that are done by and through those communities, but I refuse to define myself by those labels. And if you label yourself as part of a community that I love or hate, I frankly don't care. You're an individual and I want to get to know you for who you are, not by looking at your t-shirt or your bumper sticker or your Tumblr theme. Have an awesome weekend and I'll see you on Monday. Hey guys, it occurred to me that if I just open up video responses, people won't necessarily know they're applying to be put in this box here, so if you'd like to see yourself featured on my end screen, go ahead and just send me a message. Have a great weekend.